this is Ruth, Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're going for a ride and a chat. Today, one of the things that I found is I was talking to someone today, and it was just kind of really an amazing kind of just chat, and we talked about so many different things, but I think that's kind of the important part is we are both clairsentives, and so we chatted about so many different aspects of our life, how we got into this, how we started this, when did we do this, when did we do that, and that's like a total clairsensitive thing. And I will tell you, clairsentives have more issues with kind of like finding what they are or what they want to do, because usually clairsentives are all about like helping other people or assisting other people and that sort of thing. And so it's kind of like there's so many parts of this that we're good at so many different things. Like we could do this and we could do that and we could go here and we could do this and we could get this education, we could do that thing and we could do this and we could do that. But the hard part is finding that one thing that just like really like, wow, this is amazing. This is exactly what I want. This is exactly who I want to be. Because we're always also growing and changing and modifying by the energy around us. And that's a good thing, but it can also kind of lead us astray. So I often tell people that kind of like one of the good parts about being a clairsensitive is you're always going to want to be in something that is always, there's something else to learn. There's a new aspect of it that you can learn or go into or something like that, or kind of change your, not like go from like one side of the world to another. Like we're going to go from medical and we're going to go into engineering. No. What you're going to do is you're going to find something in medical, and then you're going to fine tune that medical, like to find like the one thing that just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I liked any of the rest of this, because this is the most amazing job ever. So that's really kind of what we end up doing in being a clairsensitive, is finding those amazing things. And if it's not something that you're like, oh my gosh, I could see myself doing this for the next 5 to 10 years, you're probably in the wrong profession. You're probably doing the wrong thing. So it's like, what is it that you love about what you do? And kind of keeping in tune with that. Some clairsentives love working with people. That's great. Some people, they don't. It's one of those, it's just kind of like where your energy is at in that area. So kind of like fine tuning that. Like, do you want to be on the phone with people, or do you want to see them face to face? And if you don't want to be around people, like that would be more computer or industry kind of like going into that than where you're at. So it's fine tuning what you want in your life, fine tuning where you want to be in your life, and kind of how are you dealing with this? Because that's really the cool part of this, is fine-tuning it so that you find something that you love and that you can handle or like doing for a while. But no, being a clairsensitive, you are going to want to be able to modify or change this, or like, I really like this other part, so let me take a class in that, or let me take this online thing, or whatever it is. Like, let me go back to get this part of this degree so I can do this other part. Clairsensitives never truly settle down in some areas. And if they do, it's because their job is changing. Now, I will tell you, my job changes like every day, and what I'm doing every day is not the same as the day before. So I'm in a job that I love because it's my own business, first off, but it's like I never have the same day. I'm never just doing the same thing all the time. And there are some people that love doing the same thing all the time. To me, it's like I could be doing group readings, house clearing, private readings, doing videos, doing this, editing, writing my newsletter. So I'm kind of like in my own business, I'm doing 50 million different types of jobs, and that's the part that I love. I love doing the different. And so for me, it kind of satisfies, like I'm doing it all under my business, but I'm also doing it all under my business, but I'm doing different aspects. So sometimes I'm paying the bills, sometimes I'm doing a group reading, sometimes I'm doing this, sometimes I'm writing my newsletter. So that's kind of the fun part. But understanding what your energy is and what kind of like what is that next phase for you is kind of like that body testing answer of kind of like, is this the industry I need to go into? Am I going to be happy in this industry for the next 5 to 10 years? Or is it something, or this aspect of what I'm doing, is this really something that I'm going to be loving to do for the next 5 to 10 years? And if not, then change. And it doesn't mean you're going to be in it for 5 to 10 years, but having that kind of outlook on it is going to give you a great outlook on it. Does that make sense? It does. It does make sense to me, because you may only be in that industry for 3 years or 8 years or 9 years, and then you're going to be like, I'm tired of this, I want something else. And so switching and changing, but kind of having that outlook, what am I going to be happy in for the next 5 to 10 years of my life, gives you that great outlook, because you don't want to go into something and after 3 months you're going like, I don't like this. That's a waste of your time, your money, and your effort, your energy. It's not worth it. So kind of finding that industry that you really love, or that industry that you're just like, I love this so much. That's where you're going to feel happy. That's where you're going to feel content. That's where you're going to feel like, yes, this is what I need to be doing. This is how I need to be doing it. And having that perspective is going to change everything else. I guarantee you, you'll enjoy your life much more when you kind of settle knowing that you're going to be doing something for the next so many years, or so many, whatever it is, almost a decade. Like, that just seems like forever. But that's kind of the cool, fun part. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.